If you implement the strategies in this video, you're going to grow like crazy. Don't take my word for it. These brands are already following the exact same strategies we're gonna walk you through in this video. Just make sure you do not skip any of these next steps. In this video, I'm gonna show you step by step the tactics you need to grow a real following fast, how you can do this with even 0 followers right now, and the most up-to-date way on how to write out a really good Instagram bio. And no, you don't need to wait days to see these results. You need to change the type of content you're uploading to Instagram. What's working last year is not the same thing that's working today. Stop posting single images. Honestly, that's not really working on Instagram right now. You need to be posting carousels around 25 to 30% of the time, and then reels the other 70% of the time. Now, if you're only posting reels, you could grow, but you're losing out on a lot of traction because you'll never show up in the feed or the Explore. Now, Explore does have some reels, but it's a very limited space, and your feed is almost always going to be an actual image, okay? So you'll see videos inside of there, you'll see them as an actual post, but it's much more likely for you to show up there if you have some actual carousels going to your followers. The number one place I go to after looking at content is the comment section, especially if it's a meme page or some funny reel. The comments are where the golden nuggets are at, and most of the time they're funnier than the actual post. It could be applied to any type of brand, right? As a clothing brand, if people are engaging with something, whether it's humor or educational, it doesn't matter. The comments are where a lot of people engage and they spend a lot of time there. But it's also where you can grow your Instagram account. Make sure to take advantage of pinning comments as 1 or 2 videos to start traction. All right, so one of the things we want to do is whenever you have an actual reel and it starts to take off, you can go over to the reel and you can see the other comments here. Now, I wouldn't do this right away, but what I would do is pin a comment that works well. So you could pin the yes me gusta or whatever, like that's fine. But what you would really want to do is go over here and say, all right, you like this content? Okay, so you'd post that. And then as it's starting to like die off a little bit, you could go ahead and pin here. And now this would be the pinned comment. Every time somebody comes here, they could follow for more. You can do emoji or anything like that to keep this relevant. Make sure that you put the pinned comment there. This is also really, really important as you start to grow the page. Now I'm gonna go ahead and delete that comment. The other thing that you can do, again, is it all kind of depends on timing, is pin a comment, like I said, to the relevant video. But the second type is pinning that comes from your actual content. A lot of people see this whenever you go to a page. The last thing you want to do is pin it at the very beginning, because if it's starting to take off and then you pin it, you probably get more views than what you would have normally. However, if it does really well comparison wise, so let's go over here and we can see that, okay, if the reels will load. This has 1,600 views, 600, this one has 6,000. Let's just assume that this one had, more than normal, right? So this is 1,693 views. I'd go over here. The easiest way to do this though is just to hold down on the reel, pop up, and then pin to your reels. And then this would actually show up as an actual pin. Let's see here. It just happens to be the most recent one, which is why it's showing up there too. I don't know if we can play this music or not, but I'm gonna play it one time just to... If you can listen to the music, cool. If not, take it off. If you are a clothing brand owner and want to jump into the specifics of your brand and how to grow and scale it profitably online, you can schedule a free 45-minute strategy session with us. There are limited spots, so go find a time. Check out the link in the description down below. Most people get their bios wrong, so let me show you how to take advantage of it. So when you're looking at a good Instagram bio, there's basically 3 things that you need to make sure to do here. Now, the nameplate matters a lot. The nameplate is, if you look over here, it is the actual name where it says Think Media YouTube Strategy Coaching. This is what people are actually searching for. This is SEO friendly, or shows up on Instagram search. You should not have this be the same thing as your actual handle. So this says Official Think Media, which is the actual handle. So if you're looking for Think Media, the last thing you want to do is use this text over here. It says Think Media YouTube Strategy Coaching. You don't want that to be the same. So they did that little part of their brand, and then they did YouTube Strategy Coaching, which is what most people are going to be searching for on Instagram. So that's the SEO friendly side of things, just kind of a for helpful part. A lot of times what people do is they put their handle and their nameplate as the exact same thing, which actually I would not do. The handle should not be the same as the nameplate. So nameplate, make sure it's SEO friendly. First thing you want to do though is describe the account, who this is for. So this is YouTube strategies and growth tips. Cool. They're putting some validation here. They have 2.8 million YouTube subscribers, so there's some validation. If you don't have that, it's also fine. But describe what the account is, add some value. So what value are you going to add to people? This one right here is trying to help 1 million people build their influence. Okay, sounds cool. Most clothing brands, what they'll do is they'll offer a discount. I think that's fine, but more importantly, what people really should do if they're trying to grow an actual Instagram account is join some kind of community or Discord or Facebook group. If you join the community now or join the family, now it's about growth. Again, you can be transactional, you can put an offer here. That's what most clothing brands are gonna do. However, if you're trying to really grow the brand and then build the audience so that you can then offer something to sell to, that's probably a better way to go. A good Instagram bio can completely change the way that you grow online. All these little tidbits are really important. But earlier, I mentioned some stuff about carousels. There's a new way to make carousels. And now earlier I told you that the carousels need to be around 30% of your posts, but they are not just static ones anymore. No longer just images scrolling through that you're used to seeing. So let me break down how to do carousels for most reach and engagement. Okay, so what's working on carousels right now? Large, clean, text-heavy thumbnail images that look kind of like an article. So you see here, it's like business, YouTube, entrepreneurs, video. Okay, so this says the top business leader shares his #1 secret to building a business. If you already know who Pat Flynn is, then great. If you don't, it doesn't matter, but we're adding some validity to him. So make a bold claim about your clothing brand here, right? The #1 hoodie for X, Y, and Z. The #1 dress for, X, Y, and Z. Whomever or whatever it is, make sure to make some kind of bold claim, a good highlight. Okay, you're gonna catch attention. So the #1 thing to wear this summer, the best thing to wear in 30A Florida, like all of those things could work. That's a thumb-stopping image, carousel again. The next one, video. Instead of just having them describe it, which is great, I want you to kind of go in detail with you. Think of it as kind of like a try-on video. So if I'm talking about this t-shirt, this is one of our old school, even the old logo, but like this is a black t-shirt with a big B logo. This is our Bit Branding Company, whatever it is. It's a really crappy material or it's great material, whatever. Don't say crappy material, but describe it. Then you have a video describing what the product is actually like. And then the last piece is a call to action here. Tell them what to do. And now the biggest thing you notice here is comment grow for more info. I'm gonna do a whole video on how to use comments to make this work. But for you right now, you're gonna engage the audience because you're gonna comment and then, look here, you'll see grow. Looks like the stuff that they have there, either this is a newer video, but it's actually not working. But basically commenting a word will engage people on Instagram, will engage your audience, but will tell Instagram what to do. And then this carousel is not just images where they flip through, but it's like image, video, image, so it catches their attention, keeps them engaged, keeps them on the post longer. Then they go to the comment section and comment, so it's really kind of like a little growth hack. You're gonna see a lot more of this, and maybe you've already seen some influencers doing it, where they're taking that content and they're getting a bunch of people to comment, and they got hundreds, if not thousands. You may not have all of that yet, but don't worry, we'll talk about what you need to do with those, okay? So every time somebody comments, you have the ability to now DM them. So respond back to them in the comments and then DM them, whatever it is. Just make sure it's a good offer. Say, hey, this is an offer for 50% off for the first 50 people who comment whatever. Make sure that they comment, DM them the link, because link in bio is no longer working. There's some third-party software, like I said, that is we can really get into, and I'll probably do a whole nother video on it so you can automate this process. But at the bare minimum for you right now, you can jump into the comment section here. So this is the new way to do video carousels. You're gonna see it really kind of taking off. Video carousels are like a huge trajectory up where reels have kind of flattened out. It doesn't mean that reels are not higher. Let me give an accurate assessment there. Reels are still higher. However, they're not growing as fast as a rate. So continue to do video carousels just like this. So it's image, video, image. I think it's gonna be really powerful for you. Okay, now that you know these hacks, you've got to watch part 1 where I break down the new ways to use trending audios and effects that are completely changing the way that you can go viral. Go watch part 1 of Instagram strategies for clothing brands right here next. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time. And P.S., please make sure you subscribe.